tell you what you can and cannot do, or what you should and should not do. It's perfectly fine, you know, as long as it works well for within your household and within your wheelhouse. But I feel that there are, like, in regards to, I was talking with somebody about this. In regards to aspects of disciplinary actions within the house, like I said, it's like, yo, I want to have a girl child. Like, if I was to have a kid, I want to have a girl. The reason being is because girl kids love their dads. Boy kids love their moms.
Facts.
It's facts, man. Boy kids love their moms.
I can see that.
Girl kids love their dads.
Yo, for me, it was switched, though.
For real.
Like, I love both, but, like, yo, me and my mom had problems for a long time. Me and my dad were good.
Nah, like, my son, he loves off his mom, like, to the
Mom
point.
can do no wrong.
Yeah, like.
Same with, oh, yeah.
So it's like, yo, I'm like, yo, let's go here. No, I don't want to go there. All right, cool. Let's say the mom says it.
Yeah.
Let's go, mom. Let's go. I'm ready.
What are we talking? What age are we talking right now?
Right now, this is when he was like 6'5".
Yeah. Okay, maybe that young.
You know what I'm saying?
That. Yeah.
So I'm just like,
but as they get older, it might change.
Might.
Yeah. Might change. It all, you know, honestly, it all depends on how
the dynamic
the dynamic in the household. Because like my mom and dad like broke up a long time ago, right? So like I had a period of time living with my dad, and I had a period of time living with my mom, and it's a different dynamic from both households. Like my dad basically was hardly ever around, so I got away with pretty much murder. I was able to get up and just go wherever I wanted to go and whatever, and he would only be around to, like, if I did something wrong, that's when he would come down and like lay the hammer. My mom was more so like strict and kind of kept the leash on certain things.
Right.
And, you know, coming out of getting to do whatever the hell you wanted to do for like 3 years, and then coming home and coming to your mom's house, and it's like, nah, we ain't gonna run like that. It's like, you can't give me freedom for 3 years and expect that I'm gonna just be like, hey,
yeah,
like there's gonna be some pushback for a while.
Right.
And like I had a lot of that until I got into high school, and then I got wiser, and you know now I'm older. I'm trying to be like, you know, give and take and whatever. But there's still a lot of pushback because, you know, mom just gotta at the same time realize that, you know, we're grown now.
Yeah, right.
Certain things I ain't gonna play with anymore. But like I said, it's like if I had a kid, I'd want to have a girl child because, you know, girl children love their dads in a sense, and guys more love their moms. Mm-hmm. So when it comes down to the aspect of discipline, like, yeah, I'm gonna discipline my boy child if he messes up and whatever. Mm-hmm. And I told her, I'm like, yo, if we have a girl child, and it's like, oh, so who's gonna discipline her? I'm like, you are. It's like the reason why is because I want to let her know that one, no man should ever put his hands on you, regardless of the situation.
Right.
Just because I don't want anybody like putting their hands on you and then turning around and you thinking it because it's like, out of love that they're doing this. It's like I love my daughter, but I never put my hands on her because I want her to know, look, no man should ever put his hands on you, regardless of the situation. And then she asked me, well, why would you have me discipline her? Why would I put my hands on her? It's like, because I want her to know that no matter what girl is in your life, she will turn around and mess you up at any point in time.
Right.
So be mindful of who your female friends are. Regardless of the situation, be mindful of your female friends because they'll hurt you.
But then that also, like, plays into the same dynamic, right?
Like, you love dad, you hate moms. It's like, look, at the end of the day, I realize that I understand it does play into that scenario, but she gonna know daddy's gonna be there.
I think maybe that's why. Because with me, my mom was the disciplinarian, and my dad was like the
laid back
guy.
And that probably could be the reason why. But it's just a feeling for me. I was like, I just can't see myself touching my daughter. I couldn't do it. Just because of how I grew up and how I just feel about it. Right. I just can't. But it's not to go and say it's like if I have a son and my son does something stupid, I'm gonna beat the living hell out of him. It's like, no. It's a matter of it's just I'm gonna discipline him in a way. It's like let him know it's like, yo, can't do this. Right. And even the same way, if my girl child does something stupid, I'm gonna discipline her. I'm just refuse to put my hands on her. But I will deal with her case if she gets flagged on the line. I'm gonna deal with her case. because I don't have to. I grew up in the type of thing where it's like it's not always, your hand that says something. Sometimes by just talking and saying a certain way, makes you realize, you're dumb. It's just dumb.
That's always the worst, really.
Yeah, it's the worst when your parent talks down to you than when they hit you. Yeah. Because when they hit you, you're just like, oh God, I'm gonna get beat. Yeah. But when they talk down, they're like, you really, you think you're brave, eh? You think you're bright? You're real smart about this. And you're like, okay,
you get that shame.
Yeah, you get that look on their face and like, okay, I messed up.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. Come on. Talk to me.
Has the roles switched?
Uh-huh.
Yes, roles has switched. Like in everything in life, there's a yin and yang. Mm-hmm. But this is like more of a yang than a yin.
Oh boy, who hurt you?
Oh God! Funny, you got jokes. I like them. It fills me up. Me and my boy had a conversation like this last night, actually. And he was like, love nowadays is hard to get. Getting that butterflies in your stomach doesn't exist anymore, you know what I'm saying? Instead of focus on making people's hearts skip, like when you see them or you feel lovey-dovey, you just want to get in the pants. One of this. And most of the case, it's not the man that's trying to get in the pants nowadays. It's the girl that's trying to get in the pants nowadays, right?
Wow, you really thought about it like that.
So I was like, damn, like, speaking the truth still, It's like people don't fall in love anymore. They just fall into this bed nowadays. And it's usually the female's bed. I am not trying to point fingers at females or be anti-female. That's not my MO. I am just saying nowadays the girls are, I like to call it, remember there's 3 stages. There's a beta male, a hellhound, and an alpha. Girls nowadays are moving like hellhounds, aka predators. like they have the cloak on. I always hear the the noise, and they go hunting.
Would that be the same as a fuckboy?
Yeah.
Hellhound?
Yeah. That's a good one still. Yeah. I didn't think about that. And real shit. I didn't think about it like that.
But wouldn't okay, I know you're saying that you're not trying to be like whatever anti-woman or whatever, but thinking about it like this, like hearing what you're saying and hearing your analogy about it, wouldn't there will be like certain feminists out there that will say, well, now it's women's turn. We're finding our sexual liberation, and we're, instead of like having men pursue us, we're going after what we want. So is that a good or a bad thing?
If that's the case, then that means it's the mans that are catching all the feelings now, not the women. But aren't we supposed to be the ones that are giving the feelings to the girls, not the ones that's catching them?
But that's the old paradigm.
Yeah.
So that being said, if these females just offer sex as a reward or whatever, what else can we talk about after? What else? What else can they give us if sex is the only thing that's on the table? After sex, what's it gonna give me? Money or?
Yo, that's the same thing I was asking.
Comfort,
stability.
Yeah, you know what I'm
They
saying?
ain't offering nothing.
Are they giving me a 401k? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's just thank you for the sex. Thank you. Block and delete right after.
My question is, how can you trust in this environment?
You don't. You don't.
If what you're saying is true, and women are
predators.
I'm not gonna say all of them.
Yeah, not all of them.
But if they are hellhounds, then how can you trust? Like, how can you build a relationship? How can you trust? How can you build like a family?
I think
is this the destruction of the family?
Yes, the family era is out the window, man.
Or is this just a new restructuring of the family?
You can't restructure family from how family's supposed
people
to
not
be,
having
man.
Okay, people are having kids, but people are not having families nowadays.
No.
Like
it happens, but
yeah,
it's
you can see like a lot of single parents have a lot of struggles with kids, and all the kids look different. But is there a real family? No. You see a lot of guys are babysitting multiple women's babies, and majority of the times it's not even their kids. That's not really a true family. Yeah, you're being a stepfather, a stepmother, but are you building a family with this person? With your genes, with his genes, or vice versa? No. You're not sitting down having family dinners or going to Sunday brunch after church or before church. That era's gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's drop the kids off at grandma's or daycare and let me go turn up.
Mm-hmm.
Or drop the kids at my boy's house. Let me go do some street shit. And then hopefully I get back home to pick up my kid. Mm-hmm. And we go from there. Like, it's not there. Nowadays, I would say, like, dating and all that stuff, it's like a potluck. You just go into a room. Alright, that's Chinese food. That's Jamaican food. Whatever. And you sample the food.
Yeah, a little bit of
if you don't like the food, alright, like you do in a barbecue, you grab the plate,
mm-hmm.
you put the napkin over the plate, you put it in the garbage, and you just go to the side. That's how it is nowadays, man. Like, it's...
And what about relationships? Like, people that are in relationships?
Here we go again. Like, alright, so...
You can't build a relationship on a, like, when your dynamic is going like that. If you just...
Yeah.
Like, if I like, to interject, sorry. But,
Your
like,
thing.
if you're starting something from, like, first day you meet, like, I'm sorry, you cannot build a relationship, a real relationship, quote unquote, to, like, the first time you meet or first time you hang with that person, can we smash?
Mm-hmm.
Like, after, like, I'm sorry, for most people, like, not just guys, but also girls, for the first time, if you, like, you meet up and you were like, I like this person, you're cool, and then you go back to their house or they go back to your house and you smash. Like, where are you building a relationship? You already basically got to the end goal for what you were trying to do. You got to that, you already got to that goal. So if you already got in, you know, got the D or you got the V, what are you really, like, do you really going to take the time to build something when you already got it?
But where's your guys' actual problem though with this? Is it that sexual liberation has gone too far? Is it that feminism has gone too far?
No,
I don't
think it's gone too far.
I just think 98% of men put too much onto females. They put them. They're too available for them. They give them too much time. They make them feel more valuable than they are. They put them on a pedestal. They wine and dine just to get some flesh. Or just wine and dine just to stunt. They don't wine to dine just to communicate or connect with somebody.
To actually build.
Thank you. And nowadays guys are just moving like girls. Like, okay, like I said at the first podcast, there's a thin line between being vulnerable and being needy and desperate. If you're coming to a girl like, hey, look, I think, like, you're an amazing person and I want to see you more.
Right.
Are you okay with that? That's just being vulnerable. If you're being like, oh my God, you're like the best girl I've seen all my life and I can't let you go.
Yeah.
Are you stupid? Nah. Come here. You know what I'm saying? And she's just like, no, like, you're creepy. Come on. I'll change. That, you being desperate
I've
needy.
seen guys like that.
And a lot of guys are doing B and not A. And to the point, it's like girls feel like, all right, you know what? I can do this with any guy now. And to the point, it's like, they have the power
I see what you mean.
to make or break any relationship that they choose to be in.
So it's more along the lines of, like, just you're saying that, you know, men need to start remembering how to be men again.
Yeah, just like I
to
said.
look past having sex.
Yeah. Like
that's the issue.
If you want to hook up, go hook up.
And be upfront about it.
Be upfront about it. I just want to say that. Be upfront about it.
Yeah.
Don't try to be a chameleon, don't try to be a chameleon, and let's say sweet talk your way into it just to get it, and ciao. Right. Now that girl is butthurt, bitter, salty because you did all this prep and all this faking and all this acting just to get some sex. And now you just leave me. Now I feel shitty and hurt. Now she's gonna go hurt the next man,
right? Or
vice versa. A girl like, I really like you, I want to build with you, and then she gets the goodies, or she gets the guy's services, or uses up the guy's resources. She's done with him. You know what? I got what I wanted. Don't call me again. Don't text me. If I want you, I'll text you. If not, it is what it is. Ciao. And you're just there like, if you really want to use me for my resources, why don't you ask? If you wanted me to plug you in, why don't you ask? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people nowadays they're not upfront. Like, they want to have a line of communication with you. Say, okay, cool. You do the communication, but they don't respond back to you.
Right.
If you didn't want to talk to me or associate with me, just say it. We're both adults. Just be like, you know what? I don't want to talk to you. Or don't talk to me. Cool. I won't waste your time. You don't waste my time. Yeah, I value my time. Be honest.
Be open.
I think nowadays people are not valuing people's time and attention.
Or respecting them.
Or respect. Yeah. People just think, this girl likes me, so I gotta bend backwards. Or this guy likes me, I have to go cook and clean for him. I gotta give him all my spare time to the person. Hell no. You're not no slave.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be like that. It should come natural.
Some of that stuff has always been considered romantic, though. Like, if you go, like, a little bit of it.
Yeah. I'm not saying, all right, no, babe, I'm...
Like, you can chase.
But
you don't have to fucking hunt.
100%. Like, I'm trying to say, like, this is a personal story of mine. I had this one girl, right? I remember I was called in sick. I was sick. Like, I was sick. This girl had school, and she goes, "You know what? I'll leave school just to take care of you." I'm like, nah, man, go do your schoolwork and shit. No, this girl told me, "You're not sick. You're cheating on me with the next person. I'm just coming to your house just to see what's going on."
Wow.
So I was like, "All right, cool."
That's hilarious.
So she came. She seen that I was sick. Oh, you really are sick. Oh, well, I'm gonna go back to school. So I was like,
wow.
So I'm just like, excuse me?
That's harsh.
And then on the flip side, I had another girl. I remember I had the day off of work, and she had school. And once again, I'm like, I'm off today. Oh, class is shit right now. You want to hook up? I'm like, nah, go. You paid money. No, like, I'm leaving class just to hook up with you.
You hesitated.
And I was like, do you have your morals and your stuff in check?
Because they're expecting you to be on them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They're expecting you to, like...
Yeah. Come.
Yeah, because see me, I respect people's time. If you're telling me you work a 9 to 5, I am not going to bother you from 9 to 5.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'll bother you at 5:30 to about 12 o'clock when I go to bed.
Right.
If you text me during that 9 to 5, I will respond back to you. Yeah. Not off the fly, probably in 30 minutes to an hour to see what's up. I'm not gonna be sitting in my hands diddling on text messages or sending you memes from IG. I'm not gonna do that. I value my time. I value your time. If you want to give me attention, cool. I'm not seeking your attention.
Right.
I'm not seeking your validation.
Right.
If you're a busy person, cool. We'll link up when you're free and I'm free. Call it a day. I'm not gonna be like, work is shit right now. What are you saying? Oh, I'm at work. Alright, I'm gonna be there for your lunch break. No. Have a nice day. I'll see you at home. If we live together. If not, I'll call you when you get home. But nowadays people just wanna be a Jeffrey, just butler, just alright, I need this done, boom, they're there for you.
Yeah.
That done, boom. Open this up for me. Boom, you're there. No, it doesn't work like that, because at the end of the day, for especially females, they're going to be like, hey, I want a guy that treats me well. I want a guy that brings me out. I want a guy that shows affection and stuff. 9 times out of 10, that's not what they really want. Because when they do get someone that does that, they get bored. It's too easy. It's not a challenge.
Yo, isn't that like boiled down to the whole fact of like people saying that they want, like, I want this and I want a guy that's like this and I want a guy that's like that. Or for guys saying I want a girl like this and want a girl like that. But they don't really think about the things that they need in the person that they have in their life. They're so busy focused on the wants, and then they, like, when they get all the things that they want, you realize, I don't want this. I don't like what this is.
That's the 98% of the males out there. I feel like I'm the 3%. I don't. When I see a girl that I interested in, I'll communicate with her. I'll tell her my intentions from the jump. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you know, or beat around the bush. I'm like, yo, like I like talking to you. I like vibing with you. Let's build this up. If I see a girl that, let's say I'm lusting over, I'll tell her like, yo, like you're beautiful, or whatever. But I'm not gonna initiate the hookup because I don't want to hook up. Like I've been doing that in my teens and stuff, in early 20s. I just want to kick back and relax.
Right.
So that being said, like when I see people be like, oh, you gotta do this, I'm like, nah, you don't really have to. Just calm and collective always wins. Being confident is key. If you're just gonna be an actor or let's just say a con artist, you're gonna fail miserably. Like, just be yourself. Like, like I said, like when I see a girl that I see a future, I tell her straight, like, yo, like I could see, me personally, I could see this going. You may not see this now, but I see it going. Like, you have stuff that I like.
Yeah.
We have the same values. We have the same goals. We have a lot of stuff in common. I don't believe opposite tracks. Nah, like, I believe people that have stuff in common, it lasts longer because you guys do the same thing together, whatever. But the stuff that you guys have uncommon, you can learn from each other.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I had this one ex. She was an amazing writer, like, write stories, whatever. I ain't like writing. You know, like I like doing ghostwriting for people. I ain't like writing books. She liked the way that I build things, like computers and all this stuff. So we traded.
Right.
She showed me how to write. I showed her how to build computers. It was a nice trade-off.
Yeah.
But we still had a lot of stuff in common. It wasn't like we had a lot of stuff uncommon. We had let's say 80% stuff in common. The rest was uncommon. But it enticed me. It got me more intrigued about her.
For sure.
And the same thing with her. And we just traded off. Every relationship that you're going to go into, whether it's a friendship or a full commitment, don't look at it as a regret if it didn't go well. Look at it as a leveling up. Because now you can see what you need, what you want, what you like, and how you evolve. You become the next person for your next relationship.
True, right. True.
Don't make any heartbreak demote you in any type of way. Level up. Defeat is always, to me personally, I find defeat more righteous than victory. Because in a defeat, I could just level up. I could harden up my body, my mind, my soul, and come back harder. Yeah. Winning all the time, it gets boring.
Yeah. You need something to prove after.
Yeah.
You need to feel that drive.
Yeah. So,
failure brings success.
Yeah. So, guys, even girls, you can use this line too. This is one of my favorite lines now. That person was never yours. It was just your turn. Just remember that line, and you'll be okay. That's my rant about this topic. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna make a giant leap. I don't know if I should.
Make that leap, man.
This is an open forum.
I was gonna say, like, I think, because I'm just trying to think, like, the root problem.
Yeah.
of like this whole discussion, and to me, it's greed and money.
Okay.
It may seem unrelated to the topic of like, you know, gender roles and all the things we've been talking about, but I feel like all the stereotypes that we're trapped in now, we're trapped in because, and this is not like us specifically, but as a society, is because we're trapped in them because of like what the mass culture has formed us into, and you know, the mass culture preys on our insecurities, and it's all in search of a profit, right? So like, for instance, the over sexualization of women in the fashion industry, in movies, in music videos, etc. You know, I think that's kind of what shifted the male psychology towards women and being so thirsty towards women. That's just in my opinion, right? But
I love that word thirsty though, I can't lie.
you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's all about money, and same with like even women's perceptions of like the ideal man or the ideal relationship. It all comes from these, you know, like these origin
Folklore.
Stories or these fairy tales that they've grown up.
Fucking romance novels.
Right, and it's like, and these are written by people that are really just trying to make money, or they're trying to put out some fiction, you know, like maybe just as a piece of literature. But like for the mass culture wise, it's mostly about money.
Yeah, it's like those pickup artists and stuff, or the dating coaches.
Yeah, that's all bullshit.
They just put stuff out there just to make money off you in your current situation. Like, let's just say you broke with an ex. You can go online right now. There's like 1,000 books on how to get your ex back.
Of course.
Do y'all work?
No. But if you put your mind to it, you can get your ex back.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if
if you just put that time and homework into it, you probably get it back. Or him back.
you really want it.
Yeah.
Or you having trouble picking up ladies. There's all these stupid pickup lines or pickup books you could use to pick up ladies, and you just look creepy and weird.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about confidence. I tell guys all the time, you could get any girl you want just by being yourself, being confident, and eye contact. If you want to talk to a girl with your head down, this, that, and third, and like, yeah, you know, I kind of like you and all, but your head's down and stuff, she look at you like, yo, like, you're not serious. If you keep the eye contact and you have the proper body language, you could talk to any girl you want.
It's true.
Doesn't matter if you're short, doesn't matter if you're tall.